It started with hair, too much, too often. Then the drain pulsed, like it was breathing. I leaned closer last night. Something shifted inside, wet and slow. This morning, my fingertips gone numb. I think the drain tasted me. I live alone. That's what made it worse. There was no one else to blame. No one to ask, did you see that? Or is it just me? Just silence, the kind that grows heavier when something's wrong. It started subtly. The drain in my bathroom sink began changing. At first, it clogged constantly, but when I'd go to clean it, there was no hair, no buildup, just empty darkness, deeper than it should be. I'd stare into it, trying to find the metal trap at the bottom, but all I ever saw was black. Then came the noises. At night, when everything else was still, I'd hear faint, wet clicks, like fingernails tapping the inside of a pipe. Not fast, not urgent, slow, curious. They always stopped when I turned the lights on. I told myself it was plumbing. Old buildings groan, pipes settle. That's what people say, right? But the sounds grew bolder. Sometimes a gurgle turned into a rasp. I swore I heard something exhale. And the worst part? The drain began to breathe. It was slight at first, just a ripple across the surface of standing water, like a sigh from deep underground. But I saw it. The water moved on its own, even when the tap was dry. I filmed it once, set my phone down overnight, propped up just right. The next morning, the video file was corrupted. Nothing but black frames and a shrill static that left my ears ringing for hours. Then came the changes to my hand. One morning, I brushed my teeth and rinsed, leaning over the sink as usual. As I pulled away, I felt something soft touch my pinky, wet and deliberate. I jerked back, and nothing was there, but my finger tingled all day. Now it's worse. The skin on that finger has turned pale, not sickly, not dead, just off, like it's been soaked too long. It wrinkles oddly, and when I press on it, it stays indented a second too long. I caught myself scratching at it in my sleep, hard enough to bleed. I went to a doctor. She said it was nerve damage, maybe circulation issues. Gave me a cream and told me to avoid excessive moisture. I didn't bother mentioning the drain. It isn't just my finger now. The numbness has started spreading, slowly crawling up my wrist like ivy under the skin. I wrapped it with a towel last night, hoping that would stop it. This morning, the towel was gone. And the drain? It's not just breathing anymore. It's watching. I haven't touched the sink in 2 days, but somehow it's touching me. The numbness in my left hand has spread to the wrist now. The skin feels thick, like it doesn't belong to me anymore. It makes a soft noise when I move it, like water sloshing inside. I haven't told anyone. What would I say? The drain is changing my body? I tried to stay away. I wash in the kitchen. I taped the bathroom door shut, even wedged a chair under the handle. But every night, without fail, I wake up inside the bathroom, light off, door wide open, standing over the sink. I don't remember walking there, but something remembers me. It's not just a drain anymore. It's behaving wrong. The metal ring around it is softer than it should be, almost rubbery. It bends slightly when I press on it. One morning I found faint marks around the edge, small indents, irregular, like suction cups or teeth, not human ones. Last night, I dropped a cotton swab into the sink. I watched it circle, caught in that lazy spiral of water that never fully drains. But instead of vanishing, it just hung there. Then, slowly, it sank, like it was being pulled under by something that weighted. No splash, no sound, just gone. I bought a drain snake to check. I thought maybe some animal got in, rats or even a snake. I fed it in slowly. At about 3 feet deep, it hit something soft, spongy. Then it was pulled out of my hand like it was yanked. I let go out of instinct. The whole thing vanished into the dark, and the drain burped. A wet, satisfied sound. That night, the numbness crept up my arm again. I'm starting to understand now. This thing, whatever is inside, it doesn't want to be seen. It doesn't want to be understood. It wants to be fed, but not with food. It's learning me through the skin, cell by cell. The numb parts feel less human every day. My skin is darker now, slightly gray. When I press my nail into it, the dent stays for a long time, too long. And this morning, for the first time, I heard a voice. Not a scream, not a word, just a sound echoing up from the pipes. A wet, eager hiss that reminded me of a throat clearing. It didn't sound angry. It sounded hungry.
I sealed the door, hammered plywood over the frame, poured concrete mix down the drain. I stopped using the sink, the bathroom, the whole damn room. But it didn't stop me. The numbness is above my shoulder now. Sometimes I catch my hand twitching in the mirror. Not shaking, reaching, like it wants to go back. I haven't slept in 2 nights. I started filming myself again just to prove I'm not losing my mind. But every recording shows the same thing. I never leave my bed. I lie there still, unmoving, yet every morning I wake up with wet feet. Damp footprints lead from my room to the bathroom door. The plywood remains nailed in place. And still, I hear it breathing. Through concrete, through wood, through me. I went to a second doctor. She didn't touch my arm. She looked at it once, her eyes going flat. She whispered something under her breath. I only caught 2 words, like the others. Then she told me to leave. Said there was nothing she could do. When I demanded answers, she walked out of the room and didn't come back. I looked up her clinic today. It's been closed for 5 years. I think I'm not the first. This evening I found a mark under my fingernail on the dead hand. A thin, circular scar, like the beginning of a spiral. It's faint, almost pretty. I traced it in the mirror for 20 minutes before I realized I was smiling. And tonight, I heard a knock. Not at the front door. Not even on the bathroom door. It came from the mirror. Just one knock. Then another. Then silence. I didn't move. I didn't answer. But when I glanced into the mirror again, just for a second, I saw the bathroom door was open. The concrete, gone. The plywood, peeled off neatly. Nails lined up beside it like teeth. The drain? Still. Quiet. Almost welcoming. I stood at the threshold for a long time, staring at the sink. My arm was numb, my legs too. I realized I was leaning forward, not walking, just falling, slowly, toward the basin. I think that's how it works. It doesn't pull you, it doesn't chase you. It invites. You give up pieces of yourself, inch by inch, not because you're afraid, but because it starts to feel right. Moral of the story: some things don't want to be understood. Some drains were never meant to be cleared, and the deeper you stare into them, the more of you they keep. If your drain starts whispering tonight, don't look. Just like, comment, and run. And if you survive till morning, Subscribe to Dark Whispers 2.0 for more tales you'll wish you never heard.